Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Here I talk about my inner journey, a magical, messy journey that started 5 years ago. And I don't know when it's gonna end or if it's ever gonna end. Today I want to talk about how I used to procrastinate and think that every time I take action on my ideas, it has to be huge, perfect, and life-changing. And making progress is this very strict, soul-crushing 24/7 commitment without any flexibility in every step. And that mindset kept me from trying anything at all. Perfectionism and fear of being seen and judged were important reasons for my procrastination, but this unrealistic and kind of scary definition of taking action and making progress I had in my mind was taking away the slightest chance of starting anything. So I believed that I needed to become someone entirely new with a completely new system of functioning and advanced parts and coping skills to, you know, help me suppress as much emotion as possible and tolerate as much anxiety and emotional load as possible, letting me function without a pause or rest. And to me, the change and the emotional and physical effort required to take action and make progress was so huge and out of reach that I used to decide I can't handle it before I even started anything. And like every other shift that happened throughout my journey, the real change that I needed was in the way that I looked at how things work and at my inner world. First, I needed a shift in how I believe progress is made. So I learned that there are so many different ways to make progress in any area of life. And there isn't one strict and absolute rule or system for it. And I can create a system that works for me and my inner world, giving myself time to regulate, reflect, and rest. And second, a shift inside about how I view myself to see that I am worthy and I am enough and capable of holding space for my inner world to feel whatever I need to feel, and also capable of creating space to try to make mistakes, to reflect and learn, making me as capable as a human being needs to be to start making progress. When I learned that consistency is flexible, and I can define it for myself. Considering considering my inner world, my nervous system's capacity, my lifestyle and time, and take small imperfect actions and still make progress and see that it's still adding up and something good enough is coming out of it all. I became so excited to always have some flexible plans going on for myself in different areas of my life. And the anxiety I had around starting something and continuing it is almost gone now, because I know now that it's going to be a process of taking an imperfect action, you know, reflecting, regulating, learning, and coming back to take another imperfect action, learn, reflect, regulate, and repeat. Feeling all kinds of feelings along the way and giving myself time to regulate and creating space for more and keep showing up. To me, all of these things that I learn about outside world, about how things work, and about my inner world is completely new. These are completely new. And I am I am rewriting my belief system to be able to hold space for whatever that has happened in the past, whatever that is happening in the present moment, and create space little by little for whatever that can happen in the future. My wish here with sharing my journey is to remind you that all that you need is enough love and compassion and acceptance, so you can start holding space for whatever whatever that is present in your inner world and start creating space for whatever that can be in the future. I'm really excited that I'm out here telling my story, and it really makes me happy that you are listening to my story. Thank you so much for being here.